Hey, fans of Subject Found, after this episode, 2 exciting pieces of news following this episode's credits. First, I have a little full episode teaser for you of my brand new audio drama called You. Also, for those of you enjoying this second season of Subject Found, there's a new mystery audio drama available to you now, my brand new audio drama called Who Killed Julie. You can find it on any of your favorite podcatchers. Go subscribe today so you're ready when we launch that full series. This episode of Subject Found, episode 2-5, Roman, was brought to you by 3 wonderful people who are patrons of mine over at patreon.com/pulsating. Brian Tapia, Sandy Smith, and Glenn Collins. Thank you for your constant and humbling support.
Yes, I'm sure of it.
That's scary, girl. Why'd you wait so long to tell me?
You've got to promise to not say anything.
Not say anything? Janice, are you nuts? Of course I'm going to say something. Why wouldn't I? Who knows what the hell that creep wanted? Maybe he was just screwing with you. Maybe he was just some homeless guy on a trip. I don't know. Are you willing to take that chance? Tell me you're not. I mean, 'cause seriously, Janice, this could have been the guy who killed those 2 women. Maybe he was fucking scoping you out. You remember what Marshall said, right? The fucker who left that finger at the paper with the note, they promised there would be another victim.
I'm sure it was just some creep. Like you said, probably just some homeless guy. Maybe he was just looking for a few bucks so he could eat.
Stop minimizing! Your ass is not working late anymore.
I've already come to that conclusion, and in case you haven't noticed, I haven't been for the past few days, not since it happened. What? What is it you're not saying that you want to say?
Am I that transparent?
How about we just agree that I know you that well? Seriously, what's wrong?
It's just... This has got me thinking. If that blow-up hadn't happened, we wouldn't have taken that long lunch to process it. If we hadn't taken that long lunch, you wouldn't have had to stay late to catch up. If you hadn't stayed late, you wouldn't have been caught walking alone to your car in the dark with some creep following you. I just feel lousy. I'm sort of responsible.
Why? You didn't do anything wrong.
I shouldn't have let Branson push your buttons. I know what he can be like. I should have known he'd say something stupid. He's like that. When his brain switches off and he just lets his emotions get the better of him. Monica's had problems with him for years because he can't keep his feelings and his mouth in check. I knew it was coming. I should have anticipated it. I let you down.
Seriously, there's nothing to apologize for, Angelique. Nothing you could have done, really. It's okay.
Well, I didn't say anything yesterday because you'd already been shit on enough, but... You haven't been going to therapy or staying on your meds, have you?
Why would you ask that?
Oh, don't hate me. But I called your mother last night.
You what?
She told me about the box.
Why? Why would you do that?
Why didn't you tell me about your father? I mean, really tell me about your father. Why didn't you tell me about everything that happened? She said that's why you keep that box you were looking for, even after all these years.
Because it's none of your business.
Oh. Yeah? Well, I'm the one you lean on when things aren't going right. I'm the one you call in the middle of the night after yet another one-night stand blows up in your face. I'm the one you cry to when the world is caving in around you because you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing to help yourself. So excuse me for feeling more than a little invested in your well-being, okay? I care about you, Janice. I love you. Remember? I'm the one who'll be sitting by your side in that retirement home. Who else am I going to hit on all the nurses with if not you? We've had our golden years planned for a decade now. And I need to make sure you are there with me. And you won't be if you don't take care of yourself.
Okay, so I've been a little...
Unfaithful?
Weird sentiment, but yeah. Maybe I haven't been as faithful to my medication regimen or going to appointments as I should be. But I'm feeling better. I've been feeling better.
And that's exactly when you're supposed to be even more diligent. Janice, gotta take care of yourself. I might not always be here to do it for you.
I know.
Hello, Janice. You're mad at me, aren't you?
You had no right.
Look, she told me what happened at the office between you and your co-worker.
So what? That doesn't give you the right
How
to...
long are you going to hold on to those memories? How long are you going to refuse to let it go, Janice? I mean, don't you think it's time you moved on? It's not healthy, you know?
Move on? Move on. Oh, that's rich, Mother. I should just move on, should I? Okay, fine. What do you propose I move on from?
Well, you could start by
After
going-
all, I have an array of choices, don't I? Where should I start? Maybe with those girls who bullied me? Maybe with the girl I beat senseless that got me thrown out of the school after she tortured me forever? Huh? Maybe, maybe I could start with Dad. Yeah, maybe that's where I'll start. I mean, his drinking never created any problems. He never fucking disappeared on us. The neglect we suffered, the attention I yearned for, the father I wanted to have in my life, but was constantly denied. But we wouldn't want to discuss that, would we? How you allowed that. How you fucking allowed our family to be ripped apart. Maybe we should hold hands and explore how I was never good enough for him.
How he was never
That is
proud of me.
enough, young lady. You idolized your father, and rightfully so, but I will not have you disparage his memory like that.
It's not nearly enough, Mother. I can do this all day.
God knows our family has given me enough to work with.
Dare talk about the Lord like that. He gives everyone
Oh,
struggles.
yeah. Has he? Like being touched by your grandfather and telling your mother, only for her to defend the honor of the person who violated you? Are you talking about that kind of struggle, Mother? You'll never know what it's like to be raised in that type of home. You'll never understand why I am the way I am. You never cared to understand because you were too busy making sure that we always presented the image of the perfect little Christian family, didn't you? We couldn't have your friends at church knowing what was really happening behind closed doors, could we? You failed your only child, Mother. So do me a favor. Spare me the life lessons, okay? You're the last person who should be telling anyone how to live.
Janice, I'm sorry. I just worry about
Have a nice
you.
day, Mother.
Hey, Janice, you doing all right?
Hi. Good morning.
Hey, Janice. Having a good day?
Hi. Yeah. Thanks.
Come in.
I see it's a party again. Hey.
Morning.
Gee, Monica, I'm surprised Marshall isn't joining us.
He's on his way in.
Of course he is. Think we would ever have a staff meeting without him? Or Branson?
I'm a part of this team.
Don't start, Branson. I'm sorry if you feel that involving others is a slight. It isn't meant to be.
That's good to hear. I appreciate it.
So, while we're waiting, I'd like to come in. Thanks for the call, Marshall. You got something?
Yeah, I do. Couple things, actually.
Did you find out who was stalking Janice?
Jesus, Angelique. I can't tell you shit. No wonder I got the red carpet treatment from everyone this morning.
I told you I wasn't going to keep that secret.
There's someone hanging around the buildings? Doing what?
Apparently, he was following Janice to her car.
Why didn't I hear about this?
Because it's none of your business. Plus, it wasn't that big of a deal.
Be that as it may, I told you last time, you can't be too careful. To answer your question, no. We haven't been able to make out much from the surveillance footage. Your cameras are way too high, and that side of the street is cloaked in shadows. The streetlights don't reach more than a few feet into the field, and this guy was smart enough to stick to the shadows. It was hard as hell to make out much detail.
Great. So we're still in the dark.
Maybe.
Can we not upset my staff, Marshall?
Would you rather I lie to them? Listen, be practical. Be aware of your surroundings. And sorry, ladies, this may sound sexist, but don't walk around alone if you're going to be here late.
We're used to living like that, Marshall. Men can be predators, in case you weren't aware.
Now who's the sexist?
Just everyone be careful. Be smart and everyone should be fine. I don't think you have much to worry about, not any more than anyone else in the city. This was probably just a one-off. For all we know, this could have been someone interested in finding out more about this story, or seeing if they could harass someone into releasing details about what's going on. Maybe Janice was an arbitrary pick. An accident? Y'all in the media should know people can be dogged about getting information or even being invasive with someone's life if they're seen as a celebrity.
I'd like to believe you don't think that about all of us.
What? The celebrity comment or about getting information? Because information is leaking, Monica. That's part of why I wanted to stop by. I'm not sure which one of you is talking, but let me be very clear. Cease any conversations about the story outside of what I tell you is releasable information. Got it? Last warning, or I'm done working with you, Monica.
Are you sure? I mean, I know these people. I'd vouch for anyone in this room. You know me, Marshall. I wouldn't be so flippant or reckless with my testimonials.
One of the things I've learned in the years of dealing with bad guys is that no matter how well you think you know someone, people will always have a few surprises up their sleeves. Don't get too comfortable. And whoever it is, handle it, or I will.
That almost sounds like a threat.
We're dealing with a serious situation.
We're well aware of how serious this is, Marshall. I just don't see the benefit of talking about... I'm not sure what someone would get out of giving away details.
People do things for the strangest of reasons. Who knows? Maybe they love being in the know and having information others don't. I don't know. I don't care. But one thing I do know is that the media loves to drive panic. It sells papers, advertising slots, you name it.
We're friends. I hope you're seriously not implying someone here is leaking information. And I sure as hell hope you're not implying that I would allow them to, so we can make money off this tragedy.
There's a leak, Monica. Plug it. Now, if we're all good with that, I got some information on a suspect.
What?
What suspect? Did you arrest him?
I said I have information. We're watching him, checking out his background. He's murky.
What do you mean he's murky?
Well, there isn't a lot on him. No mortgages, no car loans, very spotty employment history. Doesn't appear to have used much in the way of social programs. He's the type who flies under the radar, it appears. Got picked up on a misdemeanor a few years back. Stole some gardening tools from an old couple out in Whitechapel. Low-profile stuff.
But there was enough to get your attention?
Well, we're looking at every option, but yeah, there's enough there. We did some running in the homeless circles around the mission and in the parks. Apparently there are a couple of new guys running the streets who the established residents, they're staying away from.
But you're looking at this guy, specifically?
No, not just him. There's a few others. As a matter of fact, I brought this.
What's in that?
Go ahead, take a look. Mugshots of the three we're keeping a closer eye on. Hank Reynolds, Roman Byers, and one guy known as Teddy. Real name, or at least the name he insisted on being booked under last time he was picked up, was Rick Watford.
These guys don't look homeless. Well, this one does, but not the other two.
I never said they were. We're looking at a few of our homeless, but we're not restricting the search to just them. That'd be bad police work. Those three y'all have in front of you, well, let's just say we're getting real comfortable with what they do in their spare time.
You're stalking them?
I imagine y'all'd rather feel safe than debate the morality of our tactics.
Well, you've got me there. I was about Janice. You okay?
Huh? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm fine.
You're sure?
Yeah, nothing, really.
You see something in those mugshots, Janice? Recognize any of them?
Huh? Oh, no. Just, these guys look so normal. I'm just shocked that any of these guys could do something as terrible as what was done to those women.
Yeah, well, like I said, don't fool yourself into getting comfortable with people. They'll never cease to surprise you. Keep those shots. Hopefully they'll help you research. Just do me the favor of keeping it close hold, okay? I don't need anyone finding out how these shots somehow left our control. The guys at the center would never stop giving me shit.
No. Thank you. I appreciate it. These will help.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Anything else you have for us on the victims?
Nope. Everything is checking out. No family problems. Good relationships. Relatively healthy. Not into the drug scene or anything. We were able to positively match the finger that was left attached to your doors to the first victim.
Sad.
What about the letter?
Yeah. That's a frustrating piece there. Like I said before, whoever wrote it knows more than they should. It's evidence. It's the best evidence we have right now. But still, this killer is meticulous. He's not leaving us much of anything to work with. Not on the bodies, not at the scenes, and not in the letter either. He's cocky, and he's good. Too good.
What do you mean he's too good? Is there something more? Something you suspect, or is it just one of those gut things?
It is what it is.
I feel like you're holding back, Marshal.
You probably feel that way because I am. Listen, I'm under no obligation to share everything with y'all. I'm not sure how many times I need to drop this tidbit before one of you picks it up. There are things you, as civilians, do not need to know. And before y'all try to sell me a line about it helping develop this story, I don't want to hear it. That's not your job. That's not Janice's role. She's a reporter, okay? So don't push for more, or I'll cut y'all off completely. You're lucky you're getting this much after I found out about the leaks.
The city deserves...
Didn't you say yourself that people can surprise you? Yet you're not willing to give me the opportunity to do that very thing for you. Who knows, if you give me what you've got, maybe, just maybe, I'll surprise you and get you something that'll crack this wide open.
Maybe you will. Maybe you won't. Right now, I'm not taking that chance. Sorry. Stay in your lane. Have a good day, everyone. And remember, I'm not fucking around, Monica. Find that leak.
That was tense.
Stop being such a pussy, Monica. Stand up to him next time, will you?
So who's talking? That's gotta get nipped in the bud, Monica.
I know. None of you are, though, right?
I'm not.
Please.
Angelique? Angelique?
What?
Why are you looking at me like that? I've got to be more careful around the office. Angelique, she knows me too well. I can't keep shit from her. It's so frustrating. Being troubled by the lack of evidence is understandable on Marshall's part. I get it. I do. He's scrambling, especially now that information is getting out, and it's only going to get worse for him as more and more people learn about the real story. I don't know what they were thinking. How long did they really think they could keep all this under wraps, even if everyone played by the rules? It seemed like they have their stuff together in terms of narrowing the search for suspects, having 3 solid leads like they do. That should make all this so much easier. Damn Angelique. She's too paranoid, too inquisitive, too perceptive. I guess that's what makes her such a good journalist. I wish I could be more like her in that respect. I wish I could be more like her in a lot of respects. She's going to create problems, though, Monica. Big problems if you don't get a handle on her. It needs to be taken care of. That mug shot. I can't believe it. Oh, Monica. I don't know what to think right now, and I sure as hell don't know what to record for you. I doubt any of this will go into the story. I'll delete it before it gets that far. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Maybe Angelique was right, and I need to do better with my therapy. Maybe that's why I feel like I'm all over the place. It shouldn't be this difficult. But it's been a long time since I've been back in the workforce for an extended period, and maybe jumping back in like this wasn't best for me. I don't know. How can I know? I thought I was ready. This is a lot more than I signed on for. I thought I'd be ready. I thought the appointments and the meds would help. I wasn't ready for what I saw in those mugshots, though. I wasn't ready to see him.
All right, fans, we have reached the halfway point of the season. The second half of the season will return that first weekend of May 6th, 2018. And before I get to my Fate Crafter's recommendation, I want to offer you, limited time only, a super sale on the second season. That's right. From now until April 6th, if you head over to paulsading.com, click on the podcast tab for Subject Found, I'm offering this entire season for $11.99. That's right. You will get the entire season, the entirety, to include the alternate ending episode for $11.99 from now until April 6th. Don't delay. If you're enjoying this second season of Subject Found, why not pick up the entire season? All your proceeds go back into helping us get ready for Season 3. Now, for my Fate Crafter's recommendation. Theater of Tomorrow. It's an anthology science fiction audio drama. They spent hours developing and editing each and every episode for a rich and polished radio experience. A sentient ship stolen in the night? A private eye chasing corruption on the moon? What about an interview with a man from the afterlife? Anything you can imagine is on stage at the Theater of Tomorrow. Science, horror, and mystery for your ears. Full seasons and standalone episodes with more that come each and every month. Definitely go check out Theater of Tomorrow. You can find them at theateroftomorrow.com, over on Twitter at Tomorrow Theater, and on Facebook at Theater of Tomorrow. Or just take the easy way, go to your favorite podcatcher and type in Theater of Tomorrow, an honored member of the Fate Crafters Network. Check them out. Heather Auden plays Janice Herring. Maxximillian Dafoe of Thematic podcast is Angelique Kelly. Lauren Wisniewski is Monica Ravenalt. Austin Beach is Branson Stewart. John McLean of Dog and Pony Studios and producer of Subject Found and Who Killed Julie is Marshall Rogers. Sarah Golding of Audio Drama Production Podcast is Pam Herring. Paul Sadine, me, plays Office Worker 1, and Maddie Sading, my wife, plays Office Worker 2. Have a great mid-season break, and we will see you in May. The show relies on the kindness of you, its fans. We simply couldn't make it without your help. And donating via Patreon is the main way this show can be supported. Patrons get early access to all 5 of my shows, exclusives, and monthly fiction you won't hear anywhere else. But in March 2018, for those of you listening in the future, I decided to take it a step further, launching a new audio drama that is exclusive to some tiers of my Patreon. The show is called You and is a second-person, choose-your-own-adventure audio drama where you, the listener, are the main character, and you must complete certain actions at the end of each episode that determine the next step in the story. Going forward, you will be available to all $5 a month patrons. So, if you've ever thought about supporting this show, if you want to help us get to work on Season 3, now is a perfect time for you to become a patron. Head over to patreon.com/Paul Sading, PAULSATING. Sign up as a $5 per month patron and enjoy 6 podcasts for the patronage of 1. Now, with all that business out of the way, here's your sneak peek at the first episode of You. Thank you for your downloads of this show, Diary of a Madman, Atheist Apocalypse, Horrible Writing, and in the future, Who Killed Julie? Now, enjoy You. What time is it? Oh, God. Damn it. That late? Hey. Didn't see you there. What's up? What happened? You want to know what happened? Yeah. I imagine you do. Guess I should start somewhere, right? Not sure where. Where the fuck do I start with something like what you did? Yeah, you. Don't look around. I'm talking to you. Yeah, you. Who the hell else would I be talking to? I'm talking to you. Hello? Yoo-hoo. Jesus. You're something else, you know that? I get that you might not want to remember everything, but seriously, come on. Pretending like you don't know anything? That's ridiculous. What? Why are you looking around like that? You seriously don't remember? Fine. I guess we're doing this the hard way. Jesus. Have I told you how annoying it's going to be to do it this way? Guess I don't have an option, though, do I? Kind of put me in a corner here. Fine. Okay. Where to start? You really don't remember? Okay, I don't get it, but whatever. All right, it was last week. We watched that show. You were you were complaining about it the entire time. How are you not remembering this? Anyway, we were watching it. You were complaining about this or that. I don't remember, and what? Yeah, I was ignoring you. Sorry, but when you get on these types of roles, you're pretty difficult to tolerate. I know, I'm not much better myself. What are you gonna do? You know? What are you? I don't know. Why don't you tell me? What are you? This concludes episode 1 of You. To continue your adventure, respond to this episode's tweet at @you_audiodrama or on this Patreon episode thread and answer the question, what are you? Using the hashtag you in all caps. You only have a few days to share what you are, so don't delay. One answer will be selected, determining the next step in the story of You.